What's up, everybody? It's us, and we are live. Triple Clowns at Degen Nation. That's right. And Eric, nice, well put. Let's get this party started. This is going to be the whole draw, I believe, for everything. So keep that in mind, everybody. They go super fast. So get in the comments, talk to each other about it, and we'll try our best to put up the comments and everything like that and tell you what we can. But it's going to go fast. So let's have some fun here. But we are a little bit early before it starts. So anybody out there, if they have any thing they want to say about the Breeders' Cup, because we have a busy week coming up because we're doing our show and we don't really get to talk to the people out there that much when we do our show. And I'd like to know what you guys think. So let's do that. It'd be really good. Sarah's got a phone call right now.
Dennis is in the house. But yeah, we have a lot of good stuff coming this week to the DJ Nation channel for the Breeders' Cup. The Triple Clowns, us, will be coming out with a bunch of segments of shows. I know the horse reporters with Shu and Bree are going to put together a recap or a breakdown of the classic. So make sure you are subscribed to our channel. And thanks to everybody for tuning in. We're getting on just a little bit early for the draw. Like Randy mentioned, this is going to go the whole card. So we have a lot. So let us know. Let's talk. Why don't we start the discussion of the classic? I know
I see Dennis wants to talk about very tragic news. Thanks, Dennis, for bringing everybody down. And I think you're talking about the jockey.
Yes, we are. There is a GoFundMe for him. So if you check out Degen's Twitter as well as Triple Clown's Twitter, there is a GoFundMe page. It's horrible, horrible news that we all received this morning. But and our thoughts and prayers definitely go out to him and his family. But make sure you check out that GoFundMe if you can and support his family.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And tragedy. Who's the best juvenile Philly? Oh, geez, you're throwing questions out. That's what I mean.
That goes Zulu.
This is a lot. I mean, that's granted. Echo Zulu, good call. I think everybody's on that page. And these are one of these things that I don't, and I'll be honest, until the draw comes out, because I do think post positions matter a little bit and what's going on around them. I don't know. So this is going to be the fun part. And that's why we're doing it. And so as this comes out, you guys get into it. Who you guys like in this race and everything like that. We'll try our best to stay updated with you as we go on. But
there's going to be a lot going on. So bear with us. As everybody knows, Idol is scratched out. We've had a few juveniles as well that have been coming out scratching out. So a lot has changed lately with how these fields might be playing out. So it'll be really interesting here. And the Breeders' Cup is going to be kind of the final race for some horses. So we will see.
Which is a sad thing because it's usually that. But the jockey we were talking about, obviously Michael Mena. And very sad news. I think he's like 34.
Yeah, he's going to be 35 and later this week. So, terrible.
So rest in peace, Michael. Your thoughts and prayers to your family and everybody out there. I'm sure this will be brought up during the Breeders' Cup, but it should be brought to the attention of everybody. I'm having a hard time reading all this stuff because the light's in my eyes. So, D-Rest.
D-Rest is excited for the Breeders' Cup.
Oh, he is. And Dennis asked thoughts of Ricardo.
He's asking about the Ricardo to Rosario change.
Well, I think anytime you can get Rosario on your horse, you do it. We've talked about this before. A lot of times this is more than we think. I've talked to jockeys' agents and things like that, and I'm big on the jockey jump. And there is something about that.
Yes.
And I just watched something about Citation the other day where, was it Citation? I think it was, where Eddie Arcaro thought he was on the wrong horse. No. It might have been Slew. It was Seattle Slew. Wasn't it? He was like, am I on the wrong horse here?
It was Seattle Slew going into a race. He did question. And
would have jumped.
Yeah.
If they let him. So.
Yeah. So they said, we have you on here for a reason. And Seattle Slew, I mean, you guys can't look back, can't complain.
Yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, so like I said, more the thing of, you guys talk about it in the thing. We'll try our best to talk about when they come out, but it's going to be really fast. But I'm looking forward to seeing your comments and seeing who you guys like in this race, because like I said, we are going to be doing a show. So make sure you hit that subscribe and like button for us. It'd be awesome. Degen Nation, we're doing our thing. And we do have a show. I think we have like 9-10 guests coming on that do, a Friday race and a Saturday race. Always a lot of fun. So we don't get this interaction a lot, and to see what you guys think, because we might have professional handicappers on, but you guys are the ones that make, it happen. And I learn more from you guys than I do from them. And I learn a lot from them too, but.
Yeah, it would be interesting. I want to know, anybody in the comments, is there a favorite you think could easily be beat? I know we've talked about like Jackie's Warrior. Is there a horse in that field that could beat a Jackie's Warrior?
Well, you got to go with the Jackie's Warrior, Gamine, Life is Good, Latruska, and obviously Nick's Go. So you're having a big five. Let's just say that. Yeah, I mean, good conversation piece right now before we get into it. Who's your best one to get beat?
Yeah. And also Keith says, asking, out of all the slam dunk favorites, which one do you think is the most susceptible to lose, and does that position change your mind on them?
Slam dunk favorites? Do you mean slam dunk as in slam dunk racing?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if it's like slam dunk. He's using like a.
I think he's talking about like the slam dunk favorite.
Who's the slam dunk favorites? Ginobili? Train the Clock's not here right now. I mean,
the ones he's talking about what we were talking about, and which John has come in and said Latruska is
I
not
agree.
winning.
John, you and I are the only ones that say that. That's the beatable favorite, I believe. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm on Cheese Airs the Devil. And if somebody comes out and says, don't just pull down today, I'll be pretty upset. But
we haven't heard anything about her yet, but we have seen her come to Del Mar this summer. And
win a Del Mar.
And win at Del Mar.
Let's see what Latruska's going to do. I think Latruska's very good. I don't think this is an unbeatable horse. She has beaten this horse. Sorry, if it's a beatable favorite, it's going to be there. I know everyone's going to go out Gamine, Life is Good. Nick's Go, I'll probably go against as well. But yeah, that's what I think. Slam dunk ones, if we're looking at the slam dunk horses here, who are the slam dunk horses? It's Ginobili. I don't know. I'm not that smart.
He wasn't asking about the slam dunk.
Horses. Oh, he was.
He's talking about the favorites.
Oh, the favorites. It's a slam dunk. I know. I confused me.
I know. Jeez, Keith,
I was like
coming up here and confusing Randy. It's really easy. So
Keith, stop it.
And Dennis is definitely a fun single Euro deep turf and then 2 deep. It'll be interesting. I'm interested to see these Euros. As we talked to Joe from And Away They Joe podcast, who specializes in international racing, did tell us that this is not the international year. This is America's year for the Breeders' Cup. As you know, it seems like a lot of the strong ones are not coming over.
California turf too.
And
California turf is different than European turf. It's different than, it's like I say, they're running in a fairway and they run in the rough.
Yeah.
I think they should run in the rough. I think it's better, but we don't get rain here. We live here. We know
it's California. It's a whole nother thing. But there is a South African horse that is coming over here that you got to definitely keep an eye on, because they've really been pushing for the breeders. Like they're coming here to win. So
Queen Supreme.
Ooh. All right. I like it.
This is what I mean. This is how I learn things. And now I'll be stupid and bet that horse, and you'll be wrong, Eric. And then I'll thank you later. No, or you'll be right.
Yeah.
And I'll be happy about that. But no, definitely. Let me look up this horse real quick, because that's it. I wonder with the Europeans. It's always a question mark with the Europeans. California track. I haven't been to Del Mar yet. I haven't looked at the track. Hopefully, it looks better than the Santa Anita turf, which is just concrete pavement this meet. But it's California. It's just different.
Track's gonna look like for Del Mar.
It's just different. Oh, that's a South African horse, Queen Supreme. So the one you're talking about, I believe that's a South African horse. Eric, good call, right on it. Eric's slowly becoming one of my favorites there. He's on the ball. That's Queen Supreme. That's a South African horse. So yeah, good call on that. But beatable favorites, it seems like Latruska's the one. here. God, where were you guys before when I'm the only one saying that when we did the whole
I know. Wait,
rankings
just
and
letting
everything?
you get beat up by it.
Yeah, I got beat up for
That's
saying
it.
that a lot.
I know.
Yeah, so beatable favorites. Knicks go East Coast, Best Coast. Oh, here we go. You know, it doesn't rhyme that way. It's West Coast, Best Coast, because that's why they say it. It goes. It's more rhythmic, Tom. It's not East Coast, Best Coast. That doesn't West Coast, Best Coast. That's why they say it, Tom. I'm an East Coast guy, so it's hard for me to say that out loud. But come on, let's face it. What is the East Coast doing?
I want to know who everybody's favorite is for the Classic. I know we've heard some Knicks go already. Who else is out there? What else do you guys like for the Classic as your favorite? I know AJ is really hard on for Max Player. He's a big fan of Max Player. I really don't see. I would be interested to.
Does anybody beat him to turn? If we watch the race in Dubai, you beat him to turn, and Charlton jogged and beat him to turn. That's the scary part about these people turning now. And Knicks goes as super horse. If you watch the race, Charlton jogged and beat him to the turn. Mm-hmm. And I'm sorry, he did. I know everybody thinks he's a monster, but Charlton beat him to the turn. And here comes
Hot Rod Charlie. Yep.
Who beats him to the turn? Okay, Hot Rod Charlie. I like it. Yeah. Yeah, okay, you're right. Dennis, I was going to say that. Like, Knicks go is a Kentucky horse. That's East Coast. It's not Coast, but.
David wants to know what type of bet is your favorite for the Breeders' Cup?
My favorite bet is the one I win. And that's it. No. You know, honestly, I think there's a lot of money to be made in the pick threes with the Breeders' Cup. They're hard to hit. But boy, if you can find a single in there and hit a pick three that seems chalky, it's you can make a lot of money. I mean, I like them all in the Breeders' Cup. The exact is everything. There's money to be made. But I would say like pick threes that you could hit with three horses that should win. You're going to make a lot of money. So I'm going to go pick threes. This is my favorite bet during Breeders' Cup. Pick threes, maybe even doubles. But no, probably pick threes.
We have Eric saying essential quality. You know, I'm intrigued by essential quality. I think it would be such an awesome story for this horse to win this year. And then he's going to go into retirement afterwards because he's coming off winning the Juvenile, have an exceptional year, and then winning the Classic.
Sure. Absolutely. You can hear it. Can you hear this?
No, that's just a commercial.
No, but can you hear it under?
I'm waiting for the
because it's about to start, and you know they're going to go like 100 miles an hour.
Yeah.
So Sarah's going to be listening in on it, and we'll look at it and talk about it because it's about to come up right now. Essential quality, yeah, and especially if they can send a burner. That's the curious thing. How Rod Charlie going to send to burn? I mean, I don't think Knicks go is this monster to the turn. I don't think. I know everybody get mad at me. I don't think this is even authentic. A rush like Authentic had. I don't think this horse is like a super monster to the turn. I just don't think has run against really fast horses to the turn. So essential quality. I mean, essential quality is retiring.
Yes.
After this race.
Yep.
If essential quality wins this race, what are we talking about with him as going down in history? History as a one-time beat in the Kentucky Derby. Who's had a better 2- and 3-year-old year unless we go back to Citation winning 19 out of 20 in his 3-year-old year? You're never going to see that again. So I don't know. I mean, how are we? Essential quality gets no love. No love. Worst agent in the world. Essential quality. If I had his manager, I'd fire him, whatever it would be. Yeah. So, question is, I can't see that, Dennis. What are you talking about, Dennis? Okay, cool. Thanks, Dennis. Yeah, I do know about that. Art collector, yeah. Once again, art collector. Like, why do we write off 3-4-year-olds now, but 3-year-olds and like all of a sudden like hit like one bad race? Like they're supposed to peak at 4-5. All I care about is Baffert doesn't win. Well, that's good because you have a lot of horses going against him.
I do.
Yeah. How about your art collector? Okay. We don't have this big Knicks go thing. I'm not. Is everybody sold on Knicks go at 1.25 miles? I mean, are we all sold that this horse can run 1.25 miles? And have we seen this horse really get beat down to the turn and win? Ever? So we'll see. We'll see. Is that Nick's go right there? The show? His head is cocked. Looks like he doesn't want to switch leads. That's weird. Is that Nick's go? Because Essential Quality and Nick's go look alike, don't they? I mean, they're both gray. Malifat, huh?
I don't think that's bad. I don't think that's bad. Yeah.
Really? I mean, the division's so weird.
We haven't been happy with that division.
Surprised though. I mean, she dares a devil. Can we go on that? Draw should be coming up.
Yeah, the draw is coming up. They're just kind of quickly going through a few highlights. Stiletto Boy, though, I do want to note he is second preference is the Dirt Mile, but also the Classic is his first choice. So we'll kind of see where that horse really ends up as we get closer to the Breeders' Cup.
Yeah, and they are. I think I just watched them both back to back, and they do look a lot alike. Yeah, they're both very pretty horses.
Yeah.
I think grays get paid more to breed because I think everybody wants a gray, don't they? I mean, I think they do. Do you guys know any old wives' tales about grays? I know this one. I'm wondering if anybody out there knows the old wives' tale about gray horses.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me if you do, because I want to see if I heard the same one.
It is. They just started us in the pre-show.
We can't show it. We're going to talk about it.
Yeah, we're going to talk about it, obviously, for legal reasons. We cannot show, but we will talk through the draw. They are in pre-show right now. They're really just talking about the horses, going through each of them, who's running in the Classic. So Essential Quality is who they're talking to now. We're talking about now. Really just talking about their performances throughout the year that got them to this point.
Yeah.
So
but it is on
you
can watch it on TVG or anything like that.
Wow, what a way to steer them off our channel.
It's fine. If somebody really wanted to go there, I'm not trying to clickbait people.
No,
but you have to look at Mike Joyce, and nobody wants to do that. They'd rather look at
we are watching it, and we will be presenting it. They do the draw fairly quick, so we'll talk about the post positions as much as we can.
She had a nice stat about the grays before Halloween. I don't know what that stat was, but the old wives' tale anyway is they don't run by grays. I mean, obviously it's not true. They do get run by, but they say if there's a gray in the lead, they get so enamored by a gray, they don't run by it. So early speed gray is where you want to go. And I wonder if Shu had something about that because they do say it's something behind that.
Yeah.
I wonder what it was, but we'll have to ask Shu. But then we'd have to hire him back.
He'd have to hire us back.
That is true because he is our boss, oddly enough. That's what we're doing. They're still waiting. It's weird. They're having like a dinner. Looks like a real thing to do in Delmar to sit there with a draw. So we're still waiting, and that's why we're talking about it here. Let's see. The Song of Old Gray Moore. Okay. I don't know what that is, but I will look it up later. Dunbar Road in the BC Classic. Dennis Trusty. Every time you want Dunbar Road to do something, he's like one of those horses. But Vino Rossi type, maybe, with Dunbar Road. I hear you, right? Kind of. Could be. And that's another one. Keith, you brought that up. And I wonder, there's another question I was going to ask before we get into it. Is there something out there that we don't want? Obviously the rail's always tough. In the sprints, you want the outside. So I think that's one thing that you have to look for. And I wonder if you think that, like, if you see, what if the rail gets drawn? What if Nick's Go gets the rail and Hot Rod Charlie's in the 2 and Medina Spirit's in the 4? Is that going to make a big difference? There is something to post positions. That's my crazy on it. Her best races come in the fall. That's your angle? Oh, apparently likes the leaves changing or something. Okay.
You should read the questions out.
Do you think the Classic will be a easy super trifecta pay? No, because there's always going to be some horse that picks up the pieces in 3rd and 4th that we never thought of. And I also think this is a front-running crowd. When you look at Hot Rod Charlie, you look at Medina Spirit. Sure, can they pass horses? Yeah. Well, Medina Spirit's never really, been passed besides one race. So who knows the capacity? So you don't know. One of these horses is going to stop. So I don't think you'll see them all in the three. All three. So I think you're going to have some horses that need the lead. If they're not near the lead, they're done. And that could be Nick's Go, it could be Medina Spirit, and it could be Hot Rod Charlie. So do I think it's easy? No. I don't think you see that usually in these big races where you're going to see a 51 shot run third, somebody pick up the pieces that you're not expecting. So no, maybe exacta. I could see a 1-2, but not trifecta or superfecta. And yeah, Fat Wally, thank you for that. How you doing too? Glad I know you're feeling better now. I know you had a little bit of an illness for a little bit. Thanks for watching. And yeah, press the like button. We're trying to do our thing here with Degen and Triple Clowns, and we appreciate that, definitely. And on a Monday afternoon, we just realized we do this because we do this, and it gives you guys a voice to talk. And that's all we're doing here, is talking about the races. So, Sarah, are we almost at the draw? What are they doing here?
They're interviewing.
I like Ginobili too, John. I like that a lot. Ginobili is the most, right now, almost like the most least talked about horse that just looks like a monster right now. I can't argue with that. That's going to probably be my little sneak attack with Ginobili. I don't know what the morning line will be. We'll see. I think Life is Good is going to be a big favorite over him, but I mean, he looked so good in the Pat O'Brien, right? Wasn't it? Yeah, it's Pat O'Brien. Ginobili just can do it all, and he's sneaky. I think he's proven more than Life is Good. I mean, I don't think it's a question of it. So I like that pick, John. I like it a lot. I mean, I don't know what everybody else thinks. Hold on, here's a thing from D-Rest. Tell us, Grand Elite horse won't pass, but it seems to be a myth. Well, yeah, D-Rest. I think it is a myth, I hope. But yeah, so he heard the same thing I did before. And apparently it's because they don't see gray horses much, so they're just enamored by it. I don't know. So we'll see. But can we get to the draw here, guys?
They're slowly talking about the horses within the Classic. This is part of their pre-show.
So are they only doing the Classic? I feel like they're only going to do the Classic now, when we thought they were going to do the whole thing.
Yeah, we'll see.
We will see. In the meantime, let's talk some more horses, guys. Is anybody excited for Friday? Is there any
juveniles anybody has their eye on?
Besides
Echo Zulu.
Yeah, can't talk about Echo Zulu.
I think that's a given at this
point. What is it, Rattle and Roll?
Not Rattle and Roll, scratched out.
He's scratched out?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, that's why I've been reading about it. Yeah, so yeah, I mean,
fashionably late.
Yeah, that's really weird. They're usually really on it. Churchill Downs, they're on it.
Yeah, Churchill
when
Downs.
Eddie Rose is doing it, they're on it. I'll tell you.
TVG kind of turns it into a little exaggerated show. So
they fooled us. I'll tell you.
Bear with us. We
Watching
will bring
Ginobili
you the draw.
In hand at the Pat O'Brien, just showing him the whip. Yeah, he looked good. I mean, that was more impressive than what Life is Good has done this year. So I don't see that being a big thing. Here's the pre-entries for that race. Silver State, I know everybody's on big time. I saw Snapper Sinclair the other day. He's been here working out at Santa Anita. Asmussen with two of them. He's got a second preference with the mile with Snapper Sinclair. So second preference a mile. So I don't know if he's going to be in there. How do we think the East Coast horses are going to do, the Pletcher horses and everything out here? Delmar's a weird track. It's like going to Saratoga.
Very tricky, yeah.
Horse for the course. Do we think it's going to go that way?
Yeah, I think it's going to be interesting. I mean, like we've talked about this summer when it was Del Mar and Saratoga going on. Those are two tracks that you kind of throw up in the air. Obviously that we do kind of favor the horses that have raced and raced well here, but we'll see. I'm excited. Like Eric, like Slipstream if he enters into the juvenile sprint.
Well, I mean, they should know right now what's going on. Let me see if I can find out where. It looks like he's going to be there. Yeah, Slipstream 3 for 4 on the board, 2 wins. Yeah, there's
the futurity is
2 in a row. Looks like running really well. Won the futurity, grade 3. Big jump up at that point, but it's a juvenile. More than ready horse on the turf. Yeah.
Juju Map. Yeah, I know. A lot of people are excited to see Juju Map running on Friday. It's a good looking horse.
It's a weird name.
It is.
It's like Jujubee.
Yes.
Juju Map. I kind of like that. Yeah, no, interesting. Friday's always, I mean, I wonder, you guys out there, what's more, when you're going to gamble, Friday or Saturday? I feel like you can win more money on Friday, but it's got to be much harder, right? It always is.
I mean, they're juveniles. They're tough anyways, even though these are the best of the best stuff.
That was the one. Well, yeah. I mean, hard knocking's a good way to describe that horse. Board hitter. And I think you just summed it up there. Bell's the one is a board hitter. Not a big winner. So, good horse. But they can tend to win in these races sometimes. So, it's curious. It's curious. Let's go out right now and say the horse that wins the juvenile. Will this horse win the Derby? I mean, you're better off saying no. It's much easier. Friday's a gambling day since Saturday's a betting day. Okay. I know what you're saying here. You're playing words. Yeah. Yeah, you could win some money throwing darts at a board with these juveniles.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, let's face it. But does anybody think about in the classic these horses like? Yeah,
No,
we are too.
We are watching it live. We are watching the live stream. We're getting there.
Yeah.
They did a pre-show where they went through the classic horses. They went through some of the sprinters coming in. But they are going to get to the live stream, and they are going to be drawing for 14 races, with 9 on Saturday and the 5 on Friday.
Yeah.
So
we
they're just doing the call to post. So
yeah.
We're getting there, guys. We're getting there.
We would have came in a little later, guys. We thought it was 2:30 as well. But
hey, you guys got to hang out with us.
Yeah, that's great.
You're welcome.
No.
But yeah, they just did the call to post. So we'll be bringing it to you.
Yeah, they must be doing it right now because the guy's playing the call to post. That's what you said 10 times. And that's what the call to post is, Dennis. They're blowing the trumpet. Classy as always, Dennis. Way to be a wordsmith. All right. Yeah, so here they go. Let's look at it. I'm going with they're going to go in order, correct?
They are doing a moment of silence right now for Miguel. This is ahead of that.
Okay. All right. Well, rest in peace, Miguel Mena. Yeah. That started red track at the Cronies when I was 8 years old. I had my first track back at 13. Last father son trip was Breeders' Cup at Hollywood Park. That's awesome. Oh yeah, sorry to hear the loss, Eric. And even though it's 97, I know it's still you lose your father. It's who got us into a lot of things. My father. He's been on the show before, Big Gary. If you've never seen him before, and one of the reasons I started doing the show is because my father had a heart attack at one point and like brought him back like 10 times, and I realized, I want to do something that's pretty cool with horse racing and involve my dad. So. Yeah, that's a father-son thing. I mean, father-daughter. I don't know, mother-daughter maybe, but yeah, it's a big thing. And the memories of horse racing. So many people like yourself have that memory with their father, and watching these races. Really, kind of, they're watching on the side, yeah, and that's super cool, super cool. So yeah, shout out to you, and your dad will be with you, cashing tickets hopefully on Friday, Saturday. Bet horses ridden by Flavian Pratt. Well, if you went that way for the last, whole meet at Santa Anita, you'd probably be ahead. And it's Del Mar. Not a bad play. Not a bad play. Jockey knows, I know. Jockey for the course, horse for the course. Does Victor Episodes have any mounts? Probably not. Maybe he'll have one. We know Victor. We should probably ask him. I don't think so though. Offhand, I don't know. He might. He could have a sneaky one here and there because he's ridden. Who's his big horse? He told us about Che. What the hell's that horse's name? I don't think that horse is in it though. That was like his best horse. Cece.
No, Cece is in.
Cece's in. Well, he rides Cece, so he probably has the mount. Let's see. So there you go. Look at that. He probably is on CC because I believe he's the one with CC. That's his horse.
Mm-hmm.
Ridden. Yeah. Okay. I didn't think CC was in for some reason. Flavian is yeah, Flavian's doing great. Yeah. That's what it is. So are they drawing?
We are getting close to the draw. They are welcoming the chair of the board.
Only in California would they draw this out.
Drag it out a little bit longer.
Yeah. I can say that. What do you guys think? They are the Triple Clowns?
And they said this year they had a record number for international entries.
Thoughts on the Japanese representation?
Well, I wanted Sodashi to come, but
Sodashi broke her face, his or hers, a boy,
hers, yep.
Her face in the gate last
That's
race.
why I heard she ran very bad last race.
So anybody knows that really pretty white horse? Everybody out there? Broke, knocked teeth out, right, or something?
Yeah, she banged herself up pretty good in the gate, which is the reasoning they said why she didn't run that well in her last time out. But that was a horse I really wanted to come out over here.
Throw away the farm and bet on the number 5 horse. Wait. Just the 5 in general? Because they haven't drawn the numbers. I agree, though, Mr. Guitar. That's probably a good angle.
I know, Fat Wally. We're here with you. So let's get to it, guys. But we're on the red carpet, I guess, is Fat Wally saying. So.
God, come on, enough, guys. Draw the
Bear with us. We'll get it to you. They might. I agree with Chris. I think they are going to be interviewing at least the horses in the first, the last 5 Breeders' Cup races. They'll have them on stage first.
Oh my God, how many people are going to come to this podium?
Yep, he is the president and CEO of the Breeders' Cup. So we're getting there.
I don't care. Which heroes to keep an eye on? Honestly, from what I've heard from everybody, that many. They didn't ship their best, and I don't think they're going to like this track, quite honestly. So we'll see. We'll talk about it when it comes up. There's a couple, you can't avoid. In some races, they're going to be half the field, like turf sprint and stuff like that. I believe turf sprint. So there is some, but we'll talk about those in a minute. All right, so are they drawing?
They're stating how Del Mar is working to the full compliance of COVID-19.
Oh, COVID-19. Come on, we just want to draw.
Yeah, both of those two horses would have been great to see come out here as well.
Yeah, it's odd. It's odd because they didn't. They didn't. Hey, Gamma, thanks, man.
Mischief's another
Oh God,
international horse that I would have loved, and I get they've been running him crazy, so he's on a much deserved break. But I would have loved to see that horse in person.
Don't bet the favorites in Breeders' Cup. Yeah, I mean that's especially at Del Mar.
Yeah. And Ralph, weather-wise, I mean it's California. It's not going to rain.
I haven't looked at it.
Probably be 70 degrees.
So it'll be 60 probably there by the time the race goes off because it's a little cooler in San Diego. But yeah,
we went 2 years ago when they had it at Santa Anita. It was absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, it doesn't rain here, so I don't think there'll be any rain in the forecast. I agree, Ralph. I mean, yeah, because we all want. It's like when they talk about the Super Bowl in New York, right?
Yeah,
they did that. It's ridiculous. If you hear that beeping, it's our garbage man that's outside. It's ridiculous because you don't want to run on an unfair playing field. I don't know. Yeah, I totally agree. There's no question California's going to have the best weather. I'm not even saying it's the best track, but you're going to have a fair.
Yeah, weather-wise, you can't go wrong, especially with it being in November where, you can draw straws for what it's going to be like, say come Keeneland or something. But yes, it's the Brinks track, actually, tennis.
Yeah.
That's how we roll. No, I would, for D-Rest comment, does anyone truly think that East Coast horses won't win a few? Well, of course. It's not like they don't have any shot here.
No, they'll win.
All that we were saying, at least, is Del Mar's a crapshoot, really.
But they're at a disadvantage. At a disadvantage. I mean, doesn't mean they won't win with that disadvantage, but they're definitely at a disadvantage. And some horses can run on broken glass in a parking lot somewhere. They just can't.
They're bringing on the official equine vet to the stage next.
What the? Oh, this is making me mad.
I think after that, they are going to bring on the lead-out ponies, talk to them as well. So,
yeah. Next is the guy that works at the Slurpee place in the corner of Del Mar.
Yeah. I think we are bringing on the guy that works the register at the deli we always go to before Del Mar. He's coming on next.
They're actually bringing on a guy from a Brinks truck.
Our driver that drives the Brinks truck that comes to our house.
Yeah, like I said, I apologize for that. We didn't know it was going to take this long. So, but it's good to talk to everybody out there. So if you're on this, watching this later, just know that.
You can fast forward a good half hour.
Good thing you told them that now, because they already watched.
Because we already sucked these guys in. All right, we're getting into it, guys. Finally, Nick Luck is back on stage.
What are they drawing for first? Big ass Fender? No, Juvenile Phillies turf.
Juvenile turf sprint. Be the first draw.
Sprint. All right, let's go.
Get the ball rolling with a lot of races to go. This is the first time this race has been ran at Del Mar.
You're going to write it down so you can put it in there or no?
It's going to go too fast.
Okay. I don't know. Might not go fast on their pace. We're going to draw one horse and hear about it for the next. Here we go. That is Juvenile Turf Sprint, $1 million, 5 furlongs on the turf. This is a great one, obviously. And this will
be grade 2.
Grade 2, sorry. And this is for 2-year-olds.
All right.
That's what Juvenile is.
Thunderlove and Sumter are the also eligibles. We'll get into the draw.
Here's your Slipstream horse, by the way. He's going to be here. That we heard about, right? Correct? Yeah.
Vertiginous gets post position 4.
Vertiginous post position.
Vertiginous post position 4 with Javier Castellano. Twilight Jet gets post position 1. And ridden by Lee Roach.
Yeah, well, there's a European right there. 10 starts already as a juvenile. That's interesting.
Post position 7 is Armor with Ryan Moore on.
So obviously another European.
Yep. $11 is Daring Name, ridden by Rosario. $3 Goes Bear Goes with Johnny V.
Goes Bear Goes with Johnny V. Okay. Lightly horsed races there.
6 is Twilight Gleaming with Irad Ortiz in the irons. $10 is Time to Party with Flavian Pratt in the irons.
There you go. Pratt and Time to Party. How do you go against it?
Ah, right.
Honestly. Time to Party was also eligible before. Peter
12
Miller.
is Run Curtis Run with Luis Saez.
Luis Saez, Run Curtis Run. Hopefully he can run.
9 One Timer.
Hockey reference,
But
I think.
with Baird in the irons. Post position 5 is Hierarchy. Oisin Murphy is in the irons for that.
All right. And we'll go through the
2
rods real
is
quick.
Coffee
too.
Maker with Jose Ortiz.
Big odds on all these horses. We don't see a favorite besides 4-1 right now. One Timer and Twilight Gleaming.
8
like
is Averly Jane, Tyler Gaffleone at 5-2. That is your juvenile turf sprint.
All right. So we're looking at it, and the odds will be. Can you put up the picture?
So our odds here are 1 is 15-1, 2 Coffee Maker 12-1, Go Bears Go is 15-1, and
You had it on there.
yeah.
Oh, I can get it.
So
But it looked like 4-1 was the two lowest odds on the board.
5-2 was also on there, but Averly Lane was 5-2. What was who's the 4-1?
Oh, I don't remember now. 4 that was on there. I gotta pause it next time. Yeah, so it looks like a lot of big prices, a lot of 10-1 shots. 8, 5, 10 trifecta box already there. No slipstream. But slipstream, I think, is going to enter another race. I believe. Luis Saez. You like Luis Saez off the lead? Maybe that's the problem. Let's see.
All right, next up is the Juvenile Phillies.
We have no time to talk about these races.
No, it's always like this.
Turf?
Number 1 is Desert Dawn with Ricardo Gonzalez in the irons. First Arizona bred to ever compete in the Breeders' Cup.
Really?
Yes.
Interesting. Don't mind that bird. No, you
Number
raised
6,
it.
there you go. Echo Zulu.
New Mexico. Huh? Echo Zulu. There it is.
Rosario at 4-5.
4-5. Steal. That horse goes off 1-5.
5 is Juju's Map
There's Juju Matt.
with Florent, 5-2.
There you go. I guess that's the one that can beat them. Right on the side of each other.
Yes.
That's tough.
3 is Sequest with Junior Alvarado, 15-1. 4 is Tarabi with Javier at 12-1. 2 is Hidden Connection with Raylu Gutierrez at 5-2. And Raylu's making his Breeders' Cup debut. And that is your 6-horse field for the Juvenile Phillies.
6 horses. What do you think? They're scared? Everybody scared here? Yeah, I mean, Zulu got perfect post. I mean, are you kidding me? On the outside in the 6-horse field? Yeah, unbelievable. Yeah, and map. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Oh, what are you going to commercial already? All right, so let's talk about that. If we're going to commercial, are they doing it now or Bill Phillies tour?
They just go into a little bit of a.
All
right, we're going into the Juvenile Phillies turf. Five is Bubble Rock with Irad Ortiz at 8-1. 3 is Cachet for Luis Saez at 12-1. Number 8 is Sail By with Junior Alvarado at 20-1. Number 1 is Pizza Bianca with Jose Ortiz at 5-1. Two is Cairo Memories with Kenta Sormo at 12-1. Four is Turner Loose with Ferrant in the Irons at 12-1. $12 is Melavath, Ryan Moore at 8-1. $14 is California Angel with Rafael Beirano at 8-1.
Slipstream coming.
13 is Mise en Scène with Wasim Murphy at 6-1. Seven is Consumer Spending. Flavian Pratt at 8-1.
Pratt with Chad Brown. There, not a bad thing. Horse is 2 for 3, 1 second.
9 is Koala Princess with Rosario at 6-1.
Pizza Bianco, funny thing, Dennis Trusty. Guess who the owner of that horse is? Oh, guess who? Why would it be pizza if it wasn't a chef? There's your hint.
11 is Hoti with Tyler Gaffleone at 10-1. 6 is Hello You with Johnny V at 10-1. And 10 is Helen's Well at 30-1 with Umberto Rispoli in the irons.
30-1, you get Rispoli on turf.
Yep.
On bat. All right, that's it. So there we go. We have it. So we'll be putting them up pretty soon. And we have John's picks right here, 379. He's already, if you can handicap that quickly, John, you are fantastic.
I know.
I like to play though, actually. Yes, so I did say Bobby Flay. Thank you. Thank you, Dennis Trusty. You're right. Bobby Flay is the owner of Pizza Bianco.
Yeah.
Do you remember a hard time voting for people like Bobby Flay? What was that?
The $2 million TVG
No.
Juvenile presented.
Okay, so all right, our thoughts on that. Now we're going to go to the what's this one? The Juvenile. And does anybody think it's weird? Don't you think like Echo Zulu should have went to the?
It would be, yeah.
You know, I wonder what people.
All right, let's get it. We're going to the juvenile. 2, Jasper Great. At 15-1. 11 is Tough to Tame. With Sophie Doyle at 30-1.
Tough to tame. 2 wins, 2 seconds.
9 is Pinehurst. Johnny V at 8-1. 4 is Papa Cap. With Joe Bravo at 15-1.
Seems like a really name that they shouldn't have let go by.
12 is Corniche. And Mike Smith at 5-2.
Yeah, Corniche.
5 is Double Thunder with Flavian Pratt at 20-1. 8 is Barossa with Juan Hernandez at 10-1. That's the third Bob Baffert horse in the field. 7 is Giant Game with Joe Talamo at 30-1.
Well, Bappert's gonna have another one. Oh, Velasquez on Pine. Okay, I'll talk about that in a second.
10 is Command Performance with Irad Ortiz, 5-1. 6 American Sanctuary at 30-1 with Florent and the Irons. 1 is Jack Christopher. It's your morning line favorite, 9-5 with Jose Ortiz. Three, Oviatt Class with Kent Sormo at 20-1. That is your juvenile field.
Yeah, you're looking at Corniche in the 12 post. I think that's okay for that style. And let me just say it real quick. Surprised Mike Smith is on this, and that's only me because I convinced myself. We saw Mike the other day, and he was riding in the morning, and he was riding a Baffert horse. I thought it was Pinehurst. It must have been Corniche. I probably should have asked him, but I didn't.
Yeah.
We were talking, and he said he's going on down to Baffert's, and I was like, oh, cool. I just assumed it was Pinehurst. I thought it looked like Pinehurst. I think I was wrong. It might have been Corniche, but he did run Pinehurst before, so that's a big thing. But you can't blame him for taking Corniche.
All right,
The horse
going
is
for
$2
the
million horse.
Grade 1 mile juvenile turf. Ready to perform in Detroit City are the also eligibles.
I like Juan Hernandez too, D-Roth. I like him. I'm there with you.
$13 is Coinage with Florent Giroux at 15-1. 12 is Credibility. Mike Smith at 30-1.
Okay.
3 Dakota Gold with Louis Saez at 8-1. 14 is Dabali Legend. This is the morning line favorite, James Doyle at 4-1. 8, Glenton with Ryan Moore at 12-1.
Wow.
11 is Grafton Street, Tyler Gaffleone at 15-1. Seven is Great Maps with Johnny V at 20-1. Six is McKinnon with Juan Hernandez at 8-1. Number 1 is Modern Game at William Buick for 5-1.
Like
10 is Portfolio Company. Flavian Pratt, 6-1.
Where's Albar going? I agree with that. Albar's got to be the favorite here, right?
Five, Slipstream. Rosario at 12-1.
I'll give him 5.
9, Stolen Base. Umberto Rispoli at 20-1.
There's our slipstream, by the way.
So yeah, Slipstream is 5 at 12-1. That's what there you go. 12, Albar.
12.
Frankie Dettori
It's not the
at
12.
6-1. 2.
2. He said 12. 2.
2.
6-1?
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's a steal.
There we go. 4. Tis the Bomb. Brian Hernandez at 8-1.
Tis the Bomb. We know Chu's favorite horse there.
Yep.
Yeah, 6-1. That's a question mark there too. That is weird. Hey, there you go, guys. That seems weird. I figured.
John's coming in quick. Everybody out there, write down John's picks.
I think John saw this thing already. John's a time traveler, actually. He just went a week back and he's giving us the picks.
That is your Future Stars Friday.
That's funny. Mike Battaglia, yeah, good call.
Yes. But they're taking a break before we get into Saturday's post position draw.
So let's talk about it. Anything there, guys, that stands out to you? Any problems? I see some people got buried on the rail with some of the horses they liked.
Yep.
Yeah, anything to talk about there? That's our best bet on Friday, number 5. I guarantee you have, John, been studying.
Yes, John, obviously you've been studying.
Love it. Good for you.
Yeah, I agree with Dennis. At 6-1, stands out quite a bit.
Yeah, this is only lost its first race.
Really odd.
And, you got a Euro there, which, I mean, we'll see how they do.
Yeah.
That's one to watch, right? We talked about that before. That was actually one on my mind, but I totally thought that. I was wrong. I totally thought that horse is going to be like 3-1, the most 6-1. Okay. And it is weird that they obviously have it before. And we talked to morning line makers.
Yeah.
They don't care about where the post is. I do think the post should determine a little bit of the odds. I mean, the public will do it, but I feel like the post is something to talk about. I don't mind it too there. Not with it.
I think Echo Zulu being next to Juju is going to be interesting.
Well, Echo Zulu far outside, nobody inside of her.
Yeah.
It's perfect spot. Perfect spot. The 6-horse race up to the 6. Forget
Yeah.
it. The Juju, the map horse there, Juju map.
Juju Matt.
That sucks for that horse because Zulu might chop its head off coming out. So I don't know. They'll go together. They'll both be wide. And they'll get to the rail. It's fine. Yeah. Yeah, the 6-1 does stand out. Yeah, a lot of horses here. John's ready to go. So let me ask you, John, you've been studying. Is this like your Super Bowl where are you gonna bet a lot of money on these 2 days? Is that like why you're looking at it right now? Or you do that every weekend? Like, are you banning the spark the same way? I don't know. Maybe you're that guy. But I'm wondering because, this is it. If you're going to spend like $500, just say, on a day of racing, this is the one where you can always play catch up. I've hit exactas before that made my money back in one day,
Mhm.
Yeah. Frankie, 6-1. I guess that's our big thing that stands out to us right now. I don't know. I'm looking at it right now, and horse lost its first race, and that was it. Won stakes afterwards. Turf. I don't get it, but
All right, we're gonna start off with the filly and mare sprint.
well, John just called himself the worst horse player ever. So don't write down his picks. Can't throw out everything he
All
said.
right. All right. Filly and mare sprint. We got 7 furlongs. Let's see.
Are they doing it yet?
They're getting there. You gotta bear with them. It's only 6-horse field we have for the filly and mare sprint.
And one of our favorite beatable
Yep.
favorites, maybe.
3 Edgeway with Rosario at 12-1.
Now we're going to see if CC is going to have Espinosa. So I will answer that question.
5 Gamine.
Perfect.
Johnny
6-horse
V at
field.
3-5.
Jesus, she gets the best breaks.
6 is Bella Sophia.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I like that. Follow
Louis
that.
Saez 5-2.
Anybody press Gammy? Can anyone? Because she doesn't like a street fight. But she's fast.
1 is Proud Emma. Flavian Pratt 20-1.
Is your Pravian Pratt 20-1? You don't get that every day. Or any day besides that day.
2 is Estilo Talentoso. Jose Ortiz 12-1.
Shout out to our man El Hombre. Check out his show too. He does some great stuff. Gamine single of the weekend. I kind of agree.
4 is Cece with Victor Espinoza
There you
4-1.
You're welcome. See, I knew that. Victor's a really crazy, cool guy, by the way, for anybody out there who wants to know. CC can run. He loves CC. Then again, it's his best horse, so I would too.
Yeah, it's easy for that. So all right, we are going to the turf sprint.
Rocket Gibraltar. That was a long time ago.
Cindy.
Shit.
Cindy's in the chat. Good to see you. Good to see you in the chat, Cindy.
Gamine gets beat. That's what Cindy wants to say.
Yeah.
I don't think she gets a bat. I hope not.
Maybe not a bad,
Cindy,
but
good to see you. You have been preaching she gets beat. Cindy's a very good handicapper, so maybe listen.
Keith, do we agree with those morning lines? I think so. Really, nothing stood out to me as
Oh yeah, those.
shocking.
Yeah. I mean, I'm okay with those. See
Yeah.
a little. I mean, obviously, it's not going to be what it goes off. Gamine will be much more favored than 4-5, and you'll see some like the 5-2 will go up and everything like that. It'll balance out, but you can't do a morning line 1-5. So yeah, I'm okay with those.
This is a field of 12 for turf sprint. Bombard and Critical Way, Chaos Theory, Beer Can Man. There's one other for also eligibles, but let's get in.
How do you much you like?
Starting with 1, Glass Slippers. Yep, this is last year's winner. Tommy Eves at 6-1. 4 is Lieutenant Dan.
Looked great last time out.
Yep. With Franco at 6-1.
6-1.
Yeah.
That's a little high.
8 is Caravel. Jose Ortiz at 20-1. 11 is Fast Boat. With Tyler Gaffleon at 12-1. 10 is Gear Jockey with Lascano at 5-1.
How old is Fast Boat? I feel like he's like 10.
3 is Golden Pal. Irad Ortiz, 7-2. 5 is Arrest Me Red with Johnny V at 12-1. 6 is A Case of You. Ronan Whelan at 8-1.
Here's your boy Extravagant Kid. It's coming up.
9 is Kamari
Extravagant Kid's got to be the favorite, right? No?
with Rosario at 6-1. 7 is Charmaine's Mia
Oh, he's good. It's a good race.
with Flavian Pratt at 30-1. 12. There you go. Extravagant Kid. Ryan Moore, 12-1.
12-1. That's crazy. Extravagant Extravagant has 53 races, by the way. So maybe that's why it's 12-1. I thought he'd be around 5. Oh, they have
2
some
is
there.
Emirati Anna. Andrea Adzani at 5-1. And that is your turf sprint.
I love Extravagant Kid out there.
That's a good looking field.
I love them out there 12-1. I thought it'd be 5, but there's a 7-2 shot I saw there. Oh, no. I thought it'd be lower.
And we're going to the dirt mile next.
3 starts, by the way. 53.
Extravagant Kid?
Mm-hmm.
Yay.
And obviously, we're big Extravagant Kid fans because Vic Stauffer and AJ fight about Extravagant Kid a lot. So, love this guy. Yeah. This is kind of on its surface great. Yeah. You're going to see some with those odds being underlays, overlays in that field. Definitely. Just being a turf sprint. And let's see what happens Friday.
All right, we're going into
With
the dirt mile. 2, Ping Shan. Yuga Kawada at 12-1. 5, Life is Good. This is the morning line favorite, Irad Ortiz at 4-5.
Interesting. Good gate.
4 is Jasper Prince.
Good order.
Yuichi Fukunaga at 1. Ginobili, 3.
What is he going to be? 2 or 3-1? 4-1.
4-1 with Jeraden in the irons.
Take it all day. You won't get 4.
8 is 8 Rings.
8 rings.
With Juan Hernandez at 10-1.
Ran a bullet the other day. Careful. That works.
Six is Restrained Vengeance with Maldonado at 20-1.
Maldonado, putting him in one. He's going to get out of the gate.
One is Silver State with Ricardo Santana Jr. at 7-2.
Tough horse. Tough horse. Always around. I don't know if he's run against this type of
7 is Snapper Sinclair
another one.
with Rosario at 12-1.
It's got to be the most beatable
That
favorite.
is your Dirt Mile field.
That has to be the most beatable favorite. I don't know. What do you guys think? I mean, I feel like any horse in that race could win.
I do too. I do feel like that's a strong, beatable favorite
And
there.
are we just like Life is Good? Is he that good because of what he did last year? What this year?
Next, we're going to go to the Filly and Mare Turf.
Santana's 0 for 91. Is that real? That is terrible. That's like me in relationships.
Yeah.
It's true. If he is his most logical winner, I don't even know what that means. If he isn't as good as what we think, but if he is, I just don't know. I don't know.
All right, we're starting the draw. 5 is Queen Supreme.
There's your South.
James Doyle at 20-1.
There you go, guys. That's a South African course. Takes a lot to go there and get there.
2 is Pocket Square
Where?
with Irad at 15-1. 10 Ocean Road, Asheen Murphy at 20-1. 9 is My Sister Nat. Jose Ortiz, 15-1.
Wow, 0 for 84. Okay, that's interesting. I didn't know he's on that bad of a streak. Holy shit.
8 Loves Only You, 4-1. Yuga Kawada and the Irons. 6 is Love. Ryan Moore at 4-1.
Huh.
Four is Rougier. Maxime Guillon at 6-1. Number 1, going to Vegas, draws the rail with Rispoli at 12-1.
Yeah, Mr. Guitar. Yeah.
7, War Like Goddess with LaPeroux at 7-2. And 3 is Acanella, 12-1, Colin Keane. 12, Adaria. William Buick at 5-1. And number 11 is Dog Tag. Flavian Pratt at 30-1.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Going to Vegas, they're buried in the rail. Probably would have been the leader here, right? This is very good. First goes off at what time in Cali Saturday? As in the Breeders' Cup first race or the first race of the card?
First Breeders' Cup race. They got time
Breeders'
for.
Cup race. Yeah, I mean that's the easiest way to do it. It's like the undercard is really good too. There's some races
Look it up.
that used to be. I'll look it up for you guys.
Next up, we are going to be doing the Breeders' Cup Sprint. We have a 9-horse field for the sprint. Nine, Dr. Scheibel. 4-1, Flavian Pratt.
Drew the outside. Perfect for him. Doesn't matter.
Hola.
Oh. 3 is CZ Rocket. Post position 3, Florent Giroux at 12-1. Welcome to the show, AJ.
What's going on?
Everybody, welcome AJ to our Breeders' Cup show.
305. 305 California time.
6 is Firenze Fire, Tyler Gaffleone at 10-1.
I believe is that California time? Or is it East Coast time? So 4th race. When do they start that day? Oh, that must be East Coast time. It's must be 12:05's first race in California. So 305.
Following C for the rail with Johnny B at 6-1. Two is Jackie's Warrior.
Good night. No.
Your obvious favorite.
No breaker on the side of her either. Him.
6-5. 7 is Lexitonian.
Yeah.
Garbage.
Let's go.
With Loscano at 20-1. Four is Matera Sky for 20-1 with Yuga Kawada. 8 is Special Reserve. Irad Ortiz 6-1. Five, Aloha West with Jose Ortiz at 8-1.
Yeah, that must be 12:05.
And that is your sprint field.
Don't know how Jackie Warrior loses there at all.
AJ's Lexitonian 20-1.
Yeah, that's
No.
all the 20-1 that horse will be. Couldn't hit the board though.
Horse ran the race of its life, and then we didn't get to see it come back. Now it's here. You can't even judge that horse yet.
Yeah, Firenze Fire might bite someone.
Crowd
It's
favorite.
true. You gotta watch out for that
Hey.
word.
It's always something.
Firenze Fire starts biting people, then biting Jackie's Warrior just opens up the whole field.
It's true.
The next race we have
Gotta catch
coming
him
up
first.
is the FanDuel Mile. Goldakova won this three consecutive times.
One of the questions on Degen Squares, if you want to tune in to Degen
Yeah.
Squares.
Go back and watch Degen Squares, our version of Hollywood Squares, horse racing style.
Did you practice that pitch?
I did, yeah.
Yeah, it sounded pretty like
You're welcome.
that's not the first time you've said that.
Yeah, I've been rehearsing that for a while.
Degen Squares, horse racing style.
Two is Smooth Like Straight. Umberto Riscoli, 10-1. Four is Raging Bull. Irad Ortiz, 15-1. Twelve is Pearls Galore. Billy Lee at 12-1. Nine is Mother Earth. Ryan Moore, 8-1. 6 is Mo Forza. Flavian Pratt, 5-1.
5-1.
1 is Master of the Seas. James Doyle, 12-1. 14 is Ivar. Talamo Joe Talamo, 12-1. 7 is In Love. 8-1. Alex Ashard. 8 is Hit the Road. Which sounds like Dan Blacker's really happy about that. Johnny V, 15-1.
That's a great post.
11 got Stormy. Tyler F. Leon, 10-1. 3 is Space Blues. William Buick at 3-1. 13 Casa Creed. Junior Alvarado, 15-1. 10 is Blowout.
Your horse.
Yes.
What's his odds?
8-1, Rosario in the irons.
Could wire.
Yep. And 5, Vindegardi, 20-1.
There's a Japanese horse that you guys talked about earlier. Only one I'm really surprised about is In Love didn't get much love. Just thought of that when I said it. I thought that this horse has done nothing wrong lately.
No.
And thought it'd be a little lower with odds, but
Yeah, I know.
somebody said there, Blowout as well, could wire it. Looks good. We'll see.
And the next race coming up is the Distaff.
Oh, so you're going Japanese on us here, huh? That's a Japanese horse, right, Mr. Guitar? I think so. I mean, the name doesn't sound Japanese. It sounds more Italian. But
Did you guys just get asked to go to In-N-Out later?
We did.
yeah,
And yes,
I
yes,
don't-
we are.
yeah.
We'll meet you there, I guess.
Do we have any out near us? Oh, we do.
I'm sure they're not far from In-N-Out.
California. There's
Yeah.
There's one. It's almost as popular as McDonald's anymore.
Might
Yeah.
be more. Like Del Taco.
All right.
Del
Number
Taco.
7. Number 7 is Horologist. For
Ooh.
the Distaff, Junior Alvarado, 30-1.
Fun fact, AJ's major in high school. He was going to be a horologist.
I don't even know what that means.
Sounds really bad, though.
Yeah.
Del Taco. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. We've lots of Del Tacos. 6 is the Truska.
The truth.
8-5, Irad Ortiz. $11 is Dunbar Road. 15-1, Jose Ortiz.
Yeah, somebody was on Dunbar Road.
That's just what I was thinking. Who was that?
I don't remember. Somebody here was, though.
Is it Chip?
3 is
No,
Malathot.
Somebody on the chat was on Dunbar Road.
Johnny B, 4-1.
Dunbar Road.
5 is Clariere.
Oh, was Dennis? Was it? Never mind.
12-1, Ricardo Santana Jr.
Oh, I'm spread by the gods. Oh, yeah, he does like
Number
that.
4, Blue Stripe. Frankie Dettori, 30-1. Ten is Marsh Lorraine. I've seen Murphy, 30-1. It's the first Japanese runner in the distaff. Interesting.
Ever?
Yeah.
I don't know.
9, As Time Goes By.
No, that day.
Luis Saez at 15-1.
This will be also see if we get as time goes by. Boy, talking about fall off the earth.
Number 1, Private Mission, Flavian Pratt, 8-1.
There was a time when that horse would be 2-1, like 3 races. Like
Baffert has never won this race. I think he has a shot with the rail. 8, She Dares the Devil.
gotta be what 3,
Mark Drew, 4-1.
4 steal.
Mm-hmm.
Great post too. On the side of as time goes by, who can't break.
And 2 is Royal Flag. With Rosario in the irons, 8-1.
Huh.
And that is your distaff.
That's gonna be a fun one.
Hedge of Malfat. Training good. Yeah, no, Malfat's a good horse. As far as nobody's on She Dares the Devil, like I am.
Yeah, they really are.
Won there before.
Easily. I mean, that was a great race we saw that she ran this summer at Del Mar. The next race we're going to is the Longines Turf Race. 1.5 miles, grade 1, obviously, $4 million.
See ya.
And Reddy is checked out of the draw already. It's done.
A person skilled in the practice or theory of horology. Solid definition. Yeah, that was almost a perfect draw for her, it seemed like, for Latruska.
Yeah. There are 4 also eligibles. Bullshit Ballet Channel Maker. And the live stream keeps on going out, but there are 4 also eligibles. 5, post position 5 is Tribuvan. Jose Ortiz, 20-1.
Oh, it's already started?
Yep.
Oh.
They're doing the Longines Turf. 12, Tiona. 6-1. David Egan. It's his first Breeders' Cup ride. Sisfahan, Christian DeMiro, 12-1 in post position 9. 13 is Tarnawa. Colin Keane, 9-5. Two is United. Johnny B, 20-1.
Not a bad horse.
Seven is Walton Street. James Doyle, 8-1.
Walton Goggins has more of a shot.
Oh, God. Good one.
Not really. He's not a horse.
10 is Yubir, William Buick, 12 to 1. 6 is Acclimate, Ricardo Gonzalez at 20 to 1. Number 4, Astronaut,
Shock the world.
Victor Espinoza,
Oh,
second
second
mount,
one.
20 to
Yeah.
1.
2 rides.
8 is Broom, with Frankie Dettori, 20 to 1. Frankie Dettori has won this race 5 times before.
Wow, that makes sense.
Yeah. 3 is Domestic Spending. Vivian Pratt, 4 to 1.
It's not a bad price, 4 to 1.
11 is Gufo,
Go
with
for it.
Rosario, 8 to
Guffo.
1.
Go for yourself.
Oh, good one. And your rail one is Rockenberg. Javier Castellano at 15 to 1. That is your Long Jeans Turf. Oh, wait, no, we got one more. Sorry. 14, Japan. I totally forgot.
Oh,
that.
how did you forget about Japan?
I know. Ryan Moore at 20 to 1. He gets your outside post here at 14 to 1.
I just want to, the person said, how do you think Japan will represent in this? I didn't know what he meant. If
I thought he meant-
horse or the country.
Well, it was also around the time we were talking about the stats of Japanese horses coming over.
I think he meant the country, but
I
got confused.
it's toss up at that point.
You
So
really mean either.
you throw out Japan's last race. I mean, at 20 to 1.
yeah,
Throw out his last
that's
race.
not a
and-
bad. That's a good. I'm more excited for these turf races. I think.
Really?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, sure.
Best expanding, best local horse. Yeah. Yeah.
We've won at
that's
Del Mar
why
before.
4 to 1. That's.
We're going to the classic next. Let's see how this post position draw will shake up this
This
field.
must be the last one, right? They really didn't do this not last.
Yeah, because they didn't. They did it for Fridays. They didn't do the juvenile last.
That's just.
They did it mixed in with everything. Well, why don't you go tell the production team?
Wait, they
did that.
didn't do the juvenile last?
No.
I don't know. Some
What are-
production assistants
What are
can
we
follow.
doing here, Breeders' Cup?
Yeah.
What?
Fucking Del Mar. Too busy in Del Taco.
Classic Del Mar.
Chad Brown exacta on the turf. Well, that's not a bad play ever.
Ever, yeah.
He's gonna have probably 8 horses in every race. That's usually
So it might get expensive.
yeah. Box Chad Brown horses.
All right, we're getting to it. Number 8, Medina Spirit.
Oh,
Cindy with the bar. Y bar.
Johnny B, 4 to 1.
What post?
8.
Oh, good. Good for him.
Four, Central Quality.
That's okay. Doesn't matter.
3 to 1, Louis Saez.
Just don't put speed, like hard speed in the right of them. But I like put Hot Rod Charlie would be perfect right on the 5. Let's see Nick's go get buried on the right.
Number 7, Stiletto Boy.
Good shock.
30 to 1, Kent DeSormo.
Good old Kent.
1, Triple E gets the rail.
damn.
One from there before.
Irad Ortiz Jr., 15 to 1.
Jockey change. How about the 2 to next go?
6, Art Collector.
Ooh.
Mike Smith, 8 to 1.
I want to be in that middle. 8 to 1, Art
Mhm.
Collector. Who would have thought?
2, Express Train.
Don't understand.
Victor Espinoza, third mount, 20 to 1. 3, Hot Rod Charlie. There's a lot of cheering, so it sounds like they got what they wanted.
Well,
4-1, Flavian Pratt.
I think those
yeah.
guys would cheer for anything.
Yeah.
Well, there's no breaker in there. So, yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Go, Neil's
5
passing.
is Nick's go.
Oh.
Morning line favorite, 5-2.
Ooh.
Joel Rosario.
Jason Speed. All right, trying to get a nice thing here. 5-2. Look at that race. Sandwich between maybe the two best horses in the race.
And number
Sorry.
9, Max Player. 8-1, Ricardo Santana Jr.
Did somebody ask about Maxfield? Maxfield's retired, right? Didn't Maxfield retire?
I think so, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think somebody asked about Maxfield. He retired. Yeah, 5-6 in California. Yeah, West Coast is 5-6. So it starts at like noon, the first race, because there's like 45 minutes to an hour.
Yeah.
Oh no, he didn't retire. He's skipping the classic.
He's going to the Clark at
That's what it
Churchill
is.
Downs.
He's going to
Later
Clark.
this month.
He didn't retire, sorry.
But he's retiring
At the
come
end of the year.
2022. Yeah. He has one more race left in him.
Yeah, that's what it is. He's going to So we have more races at the classic. So I wonder what everybody thinks about the classic.
Yeah, let us know about what you guys think about this classic draw.
I mean, nothing. I don't think anything was like. No one got buried. No one.
Yeah,
you know,
I don't think there's a whole lot of shakeup with the draw at all.
Yeah. Yeah. No. Yeah. No. You're right. You're right, Tony. He didn't retire, but I knew he was retiring. He announced that he was going to retire after one race, and it's at the Oak. Right.
Tony A says Max Player wins.
Tony A is all about the Max horses.
Yeah.
He was
That's
big
all
on
he cares
maximum
about.
security. He was big on he was a big fan of Max Headroom.
Belmont, Mike Smith, dangerous combo. Tripoli got a bad post.
He did. He's won there before, but you're right. It's gonna be tough. I mean, anybody in the one post is gonna be tough. But I mean, Tripoli, the last race he had, I mean, that was just a prep. He was already in, so you can almost throw that one out. His last race, the one when he won the Pacific Classic, you might let him look at that because it's a Pacific Classic. It's the hometown horse.
And Tony, you're right. This is Essential Quality's last race as well. Like we kind of talked about at the beginning of the show. I'm really, I'm for him for winning the Classic. I think it would just be a great story, really. From winning the Juvenile, having an incredible 3-year-old career, getting the Classic, going off the retirement.
You can't go out as one of the greats even if he wins if you don't race at 4.
I know. You can't. And it's really sad that, we aren't just seeing those 4-year-olds anymore. It's like if they have a great 3-year-old career, they're done and out. So we'll see. D-Rest. Malathat may go on to earn $10 million plus if they run her as a mare.
Yeah.
Probably.
Well, and you're gonna have mares that are gonna do that more often because they can't have many babies. I mean, you can sell her for like right now. If they sold her after this race, she'd probably stand for $4 or $5 million. They can just sell her for to have babies.
Yeah.
But not like one of those like boys that are gonna make, how much Intimistic probably made $1 billion by now. Like no exaggeration, probably hundreds of millions of dollars. If he's getting $225 a shot, I mean, every 4 days he's probably got $1 million. So, no, yeah. Is that it? So that what are they doing now?
Yeah, they're done. Yeah, they did them all now.
Okay.
Yeah.
They do them all. All right. So, I guess that's it, everybody. Have anything to say? Happy for Hot Rod Charlie. Post 3, all 3 side by side. It's going to be yeah. Listen, I mean. Essential Quality, I think, is going to get some love, finally.
Yeah.
Because I feel like people. Well, it's true, because I think people realize.
Because everyone's hated him all year for whatever reason.
They don't hate him. They just don't
Yeah,
love
they hate him. When Hot Rod Charlie runs second, no one wants to talk about Essential Quality actually winning the race.
You could take it as hate.
The Belmont
Yeah,
was all
I see
about
this.
Hot Rod Charlie, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's
Every race Hot Rod Charlie's ran against him, it's always been about Hot Rod Charlie.
Yeah.
what's he gonna do? Sorry, I lost the Derby. I've won everything else.
Yeah. Like,
Exactly. Yeah.
are you not
Exactly.
entertained?
Poor Lord.
Yeah, are you not entertained? If he wins and like he throws like a spear into the crowd, throws his whip into the crowd and yells that, fantastic.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
on so many levels, just between the horse talking, him
Well,
throwing
I
it
bet
with
the
hooves.
jockey was gonna do that. The horse.
No, the horse is going to do it.
All right. So anybody out there have any questions real quick? We're gonna get off in a second.
Yeah, but in the meantime, make sure everybody you are subscribed to our YouTube channel. Make sure you hit that notification button because we have a lot coming out, especially this week. We have 9 shows ourselves, bringing in some top handicappers, breaking down each individual race. We also have possible horse reporters coming on the Degen channel.
Yeah, absolutely. So hit that like, subscribe, Clyde. I've been a big person that doesn't think this horse can. I mean, you know, I always say, of course, he can run that mile and a quarter. Every horse can. But
It's just how fast will they go?
exactly, it's can you do it to beat this kind of field? I don't think this is the strongest field ever, but I think it's pretty good. I think this horse is a little short. I don't. If you watch him in the Dubai, I know it was Dubai or Saudi, whatever it was in. When he got beat to the lead with Charlton jogging to the front, he was just defeated coming down the stretch. Like defeated. Ran a bad by 24th. And I just think he needs the lead. If he doesn't get the lead, he gets brave. There's horses that get brave in the lead. I think he's one of them. So I think if there's a true fight to go a mile and a quarter, other horses have been there, done that. He hasn't. He hasn't ever done it.
Yeah.
So we'll see, I'll say, but I think he's got to get loose and get brave. That's going to be the key.
When was the last time a classic favorite hadn't run that distance before?
Ooh, that's a good question. I'm sure it's happened.
I'm sure it has too. I'm just kind of wondering
Yeah.
when that would have been.
You know what? Most classic favorites are usually Derby. They ran in a Derby.
Right.
You know, they've ran in a Belmont at some point, even if not 3. So, I mean, that's really when you're going to run at the classic distance, or even the classic before, the year before. Now they're the favorite. So probably not. It's a good question. I would say not much. I mean, I'm sure it's maybe happened, but not much. No, not a favorite.
Yeah.
They've done it before, but not.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Not like the
Yeah.
actual favorite.
Yeah,
morning
yeah,
line.
that's a good question. I wonder if anybody knows that. Probably not. Somebody's probably looking.
Probably like Vickstoffer.
Yeah, absolutely, Eric. Yeah, let's hit some winners for this weekend.
Yes.
Good
Thank
luck
you
to
guys
everybody.
for tuning in.
Yeah, we have a lot of
Thanks,
stuff
Eric.
going on. Medea Spirit gets the lead. It's gonna be tough. Medea Spirit gets the lead. Good luck. I mean, that horse has only been passed like once in one race by a horse. I mean,
Yeah.
So yeah, no, it's gonna be interesting. Good luck to everybody. We do have 9. You said we were doing 9 shows. We have 9 people on our big show.
That is 9 shows. They're all going to be each individual shows.
Oh, okay, they are. I didn't know
Yep.
that. Okay, so we're
Like
gonna
we
do
did-
every
We
race.
did last year.
2 races. Every person gonna get. We're gonna be on professional handicappers. We're doing a lot of stuff going on. We're gonna do some new stuff coming up with Degen. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. So make sure you hit that like, subscribe button. Show us some love. We'll try to show you as much love as we can.
And if you
Speaking
want-
of new things, 30 minutes from now, Monday Night Macdown. Me and Tyler going on prior to Monday Night Football.
There you go. Any Mac fans out there? And
Nice.
It's
talk
the
about
best part of
Monday
college
Night
football.
So stay on the station. There you go.
Best part of college football.
See?
All right, everybody. Good luck and stay tuned with us. We got
Yeah.
a crazy week ahead of us.
Yeah, thank you guys. We appreciate you. Thanks a lot.
Yes.